People of Reddit, what was the most NSFW event you ever stumbled upon in high school? I walked into a bathroom after a fight. Broken mirror. Blood smeared on the wall and floor. Water everywhere. Probably unrelated to the fight. And a lot of bloody tissues in the sink. Oh, and there was a turd in the urinal. I hope that was unrelated to the fight. I ran cross-country in high school. Sometimes during practice we would run through trails in the woods surrounding the high school. One day right after school ended we started running down the trails and stumbled upon two students having sex. Judging by their reactions, I don't think they were expecting a group of 15 guys to run by while they were getting it on. A freshman got jerked off by his girlfriend under the table in the cafeteria. During lunch, someone sitting near them noticed what was happening, took a video, and posted it online. The administration quickly found out. The video was taken down, and all three involved were suspended. We had to go outside for a physics experiment, but on the way from the classroom to the field, there was a bloody trail, because a girl had just been stabbed in the bathroom and run to the nurse. She'd moved to the country less than a month prior, got mixed up with some shady people, and a 14-year-old hid in the bathroom stall before jumping out and trying to stab her in the face. She put her arms up and only had superficial injuries, but she never came back. Poor girl had PTSD last time I checked. My high school had to ban blankets after two freshmen were caught having sex under one in the middle of the art hallway. 8th grade sex ed teacher showed us a video of a woman giving birth. Very close shots. Very graphic. Very disturbing to most 8th graders. Weird kid in the class tucks his arms into his shirt and starts jerking off to the fully dilated vagina being shown on the 200-inch projector screen. High school bus hit a deer. Police were called. Deer was shot 3 times in front of the bus to put it down. Watched it from the parking lot while skipping school. The seniors in the photography class got caught banging in the dark room. A senior had a guy run through the school completely naked. High school, by the way. Even ran up and slapped some teacher's ass. Haven't heard of him since, but they was like 5+ years ago. We had a girl who would sit in the back of the bus and seemed to always have a different dude sit next to her. Turns out she was giving guys hand jobs for a small price. The dudes from the class where I was from before I changed classes started doing group masturbating sessions in the locker room before or after PE. That shit smelled like rotten oysters after. The next class was always fucked because of the smell. Used condom left wrapped around the tap on the sink in the boys' toilets. A week later it was still there. A month later there was another one next to it. In 8th grade we went on a class trip to Hershey Park. 2 girls gave a guy a blowjob on the bus ride home next to a sleeping chaperone. They eventually got caught, and that's why there are now no co-ed buses in the district. This was also in 2002. We had 2 people fucking under the band bus in the mud at a contest. A sophomore at my school gave a freshman a donut filled with Monsieur. He got criminal charges. Edit. I have no idea what the charges were. I do know that he got fired from his job and expelled. I don't know much else besides the sophomore was dating the freshman's friend. Also, I have never seen Van Wilder or any of the other movies people are suggesting. I'm very sure some guy will make a video about this post with a robotic voice. I go to Catholic school, and besides a teacher pedophilia scandal every year. I am not kidding. The kid that played the Pornhub intro on the drums that is spreading around the internet happened at my school. Legend has it that a guy in my sophomore or junior year used to sit next to his GF and get hand jobs during English class. Went to teacher's room to get some papers that my Portuguese teacher had forgotten and stumbled at my gym and biology teachers kissing each other really hard over the meeting table. I mean, they didn't even notice me. And no, it was a Catholic school. And they were both married, by the way. My face when I returned to class without the papers must have been priceless. There was a kid. We will call him CB. He was notoriously a bad kid. Always in fights, getting kicked out of school, etc. Anyways, his locker wasn't next to mine, but it was really close. He and I never had problems because I purposefully avoided "Hi, monsieur." One day another kid, we will call AC, and CB got into an argument. It led to a pushing and shoving match and some shit talking, but got separated really quickly. The next day AC was walking past our lockers and CB pulled a literal crowbar out of his locker, ran up behind AC, and hit him in the back of the head so hard that blood hit me in the face. Part of AC's scalp literally half folded over the back of his head as he was on the floor. CB started hitting him in the back of the head with it. Other students jumped on him and held him down. An ambulance took AC to the hospital. His skull was fractured and he had broken ribs. I had to get checked out because of the blood exposure. No idea where CB went, but I never saw him again.